Hello, I am so happy you're here. So in today's video, I want to share with you simple swaps that you can do today to start losing weight that do not involve exercise or dieting at all. These are simple movements that are going to help you to release weight, to tone up, and to get fit. Are you ready? Let's dive in. And by the way, my name is Kathryn. If you are new to me, I have a background as an ex-fitness competitor, nutritionist, background in fitness, holistic nutritionist, I should say. I believe that is so much more than just calories and fitness. I believe it is all about the whole body, the lifestyle, and everything in between. I also specialize in reprogramming the subconscious mind. So we're going to do a lot with mindset here today as well. But let's get into just some simple tips. What I am seeing is a lot of overcomplicated, just confusing information out there. And I can tell you this, I've been doing this I just turned 46. My birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday to me. And I have been on this journey for a long time. If you're new to me, I really struggled with emotional eating, dieting, always yo-yoing 10, 15 pounds up and down. I've also had thyroid cancer. I don't have a thyroid. And I actually learned how to hack the whole thing, how to not diet, how to release the weight, how to keep it off, and how to do this in a way that's just simple and easy. And I also had to really go in and out of seeing how my clients would come to me and go, I read this and what do I do? And so let's just dive in, shall we? Okay. Here's the thing. Let's just take it all off the table. What I've learned more than anything, and I'm also an intuitive in connecting with the body. I know it sounds like all the things, but it's very helpful for you that I can do all these things and have this extensive background. So what I've learned and what I teach and what was a game changer for me was learning my body had all the answers. I just wasn't listening. My body was guiding me every step of the way. See, here's what I want you to know. Your body wants you to be at your ideal weight. Your body, we are animals by nature. Our bodies don't want to carry excess weight. It's just more work that they have to do. This is why when somebody wants to heal their body and we look at ancient times, I often like to go back and look at the things that just were free that worked. Breath, right? The breath of life, taking deep breaths will regulate stress and anxiety, right? Water, drinking a lot of water, starving a cold. There's a reason, because then your body can focus on healing itself. Where am I going with this? I promise you're going to get all your tips. So what I want you to know is I want you to start to tap into your body. I want you to go in and ask yourself, body, what do we need today? Tell your body, hey, I have a goal of releasing, not losing. Words matter. You don't want to lose weight to then gain it back. We want to release it for good. Words matter. Everything you say, remember, words, spelling means casting spells. Your words are your wand. They create for you or against you. So we are releasing weight. We want to release it for good, right? Bye weight. We all good now. We don't need you to come back. So really, you get to ask yourself and go inward and journal. Ask, hey, body, I'm calling on you right now. I give me a step-by-step process for releasing this weight. I teach my clients how to do this in depth, and I want you to know that you can do that too. We are all intuitive. Expand upon your connection with your body and start to listen to what it's guiding you to. Take out all the noise. The reason why you're starting and stopping and not following through, or you did 30 days and you lost some weight and then didn't work out, is because it's too much noise. If you're listening to one podcast that's talking about intermittent fasting, and then you've got somebody else that's telling you to go keto, and you've got somebody else that's saying, hey, go low carb, and somebody else is going, hey, high protein, and you need to count your macros, and then this, your mind is exhausted, and your mind thinks you did all this work when really you're just sitting there going, I don't know what to do. Like, I feel exhausted. I feel like I've done all of it. But the truth is, we just need to pick one thing and stay consistent. And I promise you that if you choose to stay consistent in connecting into your body each day, asking it before your first meal, What do we want to eat today? I guarantee your body's not going to say it wants donuts and it wants this. It might say, go for a walk. It might say, don't have that coffee yet, right? And I'm going to tell you, sometimes you get guidance and you're like, that's not really what I wanted to hear. When I got told, hey, knock it off with the coffee first thing in the morning. And I was like, but I love my coffee ritual. I froth my milk, I sit down with my journal, and it was like, swap it, because your body's not loving it and you're dipping, right? And I have a whole other video on this. I think it's in my shorts on what I did to hack coffee, but I'll just tell you right now, just really quickly. Move it, especially if you're a woman who is struggling with or needing to balance her hormones, if you're over the age of 35, if you are, you don't need to be in perimenopause or menopause, but if you are, or if you're having any hormonal issues, hormonal disruption, move your coffee to 11 o'clock. Really allow your cortisol is already, you woke up, it's already spiked. So I'm going into something else. There's another video. I'll link it below. But move it to 11. Instead, I have warm water with lemon in the morning, and it's incredible. And then if I need a kick of something, then I'll go and I'll have matcha green tea. And there are so many benefits to that, speeding your metabolism and so much more. And I go in depth on that on another video. But for the purposes of today, what I want to tell you that's really important is connecting with your body and listen to what it tells you. Now, a few very simple swaps, and not even swaps that you can do, but things that are going to support you. Again, these are simple things that you can do to lose weight where you're going to, in 30 days, and you're going to go, wait, I can't believe that happened for me. So one, you're going to sit down and connect in with your body in each day and ask, what do you want me to do today? What do you want me to eat today? What is my recipe for weight loss? Give me a step-by-step protocol on what my body needs to release weight. And then your job is to write it down and to listen. And I'd love to hear the guidance that you receive in the comments below. Now, like one of my clients got an entire step-by-step process. Not one of them. This happens often, but one that just messaged me earlier. Okay, other things I wanted to tell you. Very, very simple. When you are brushing your teeth, do squats. I know it might sound crazy, but my toothbrush is on a timer. I'm like, how can we maximize our time? If you're doing affirmations in the mirror, which I encourage everybody to do, especially if you're wanting to reprogram your mind and change your relationship to you and to your body, seeing yourself in the mirror is your own soul's recognition of itself, right? I learned this from one of my earliest mentors, Louise Hay. I will teach mirror work till the end of time. It works. If you are in a state of self-rejection, which many dieters are, you don't trust yourself and you're just like, just get this weight off of me. There's not a real connection to your body. Many will believe that they love themselves, but when they really get down to it, the idea of taking their body in the mirror, looking at their body naked or in their underwear, is something that they run from, or will bring them to tears, or they just tell themselves very unkind things. So I encourage you, say affirmations in the mirror. While you're doing this, get into your body, do some squats, start to connect in. This also helps in reprogramming the mind, and this is going to help to keep you aligned with your goal of releasing weight and becoming a healthier, happier version of you. Okay, next up, park further away. It's simple, but do you do it? Right? Really, just make it a habit that you park further away and you have to walk to wherever you're getting to. Next, wherever you are, instead of taking the escalator, always take the stairs. Instead of taking an elevator, opt to take the stairs. This is simple, but it's always available. What appointments you go to, walking in and out of office buildings, in your own home, how many times, what can you do to elevate the amount of movement you have in a day and enhance it? And when you're doing it, envision your body getting stronger and leaner, or tell yourself positive mantras like, I love moving my body. My body loves this. I feel stronger and more fit and more toned. It's so easy for me to get in the best shape of my life. It's so easy to release this weight. I feel good. I'm getting leaner and more strong and more toned every day with every step. It's effortless for me. It's so easy. as we program the mind with these things, and then we stack it with actual movements, action steps, we start to program our mind to operate differently. And this cements in that this is a new way of being for us. And it all of a sudden, you will notice that it becomes an automatic habit, that the next time you go to the mall or you go somewhere, you park further away and you're like, yeah, it's just more steps for me. Like, why wouldn't I want to move? And really you get to challenge yourself in a new way. You get to gamify it. The next thing that I want to tell you to do is truly do walking meetings. This is walk around your house. If you work from home, get a walking treadmill. They're literally like $60. I can link the one that I use below. I put it outside on my terrace, or I have it in my office, and I will just walk and do meetings. I also will go to the gym, and I have an amazing gym that's truly like a fitness membership gym. And what I mean by that is it's like a country club for fitness. It's like my happy place. But I will go and I will respond to clients while I'm walking. I will just get on the treadmill. If I have to read a lot of materials, depending on what work I have in front of me, I will just bring it, and I will, instead of sitting on the sofa or sitting in at my desk and reading, I will do it while walking. And that's a great thing to do. Also, I just want to bring this up, that often gets overlooked. Replace snacks in general. Look at your snacks. I find that I have so many clients and women in my community where the simple act of just saying, make a rule of thumb that you don't eat in your car. There are so many women that have this thing where it's just a natural, whether they dieted for a long time or they were in, fitness competitions, or they were just always in that like dieting and you have to eat 5 meals a day, always having snacks on them, or they have their kids' snacks, and while their kids snacking, they have a snack, or they have a protein bar that's always in the car. When they were really conscious of it, and I said, just be aware of what you're eating, they started to notice, oh, I don't eat in the car anymore. What this was doing, sorry, this is one piece of hair. What this was doing was they were saving themselves 200, 300 calories by not having that protein bar, not partaking in snacks with their kids, not having snacks in general, and actually waiting, delayed gratification until the meal. And they found that they enjoyed their meal that much more, that they went to their meal really hungry, as opposed to often not being that hungry, but eating because it's dinner time or lunchtime. And that right there, just saving 200 to 300 calories, that's a workout, right? Like, we don't realize it, but that protein bar or that granola bar or whatever that snack is that you would typically have is the equivalent of the calories you would burn in a workout. Now, I don't know, I'm just speaking to generally like a cardio workout. Obviously lifting weights, there's prolonged, calorie expenditure afterwards. And that's what's so great about lifting weights and doing circuit training and lifting heavy. And that's why I'm a proponent of it. But I will say that this is a great and simple thing that can have you easily release a few pounds without really changing much. The other thing that I will tell you is moving your dinner time earlier and closing the kitchen. So put up kitchen hours. The kitchen is closed after 8 o'clock. Make a rule of thumb with yourself. You have a cup of tea, or you do my favorite protein hot chocolate before bed. That way you get that nice fix. And essentially, if you missed that in one of my previous videos, it's a cup of almond milk, a tablespoon of cacao powder, or a half a scoop of chocolate protein powder. And you literally mix it. And you can add cinnamon, you can add a little cayenne for a little spice, you can just do cinnamon. And it's amazing. And it's like hot cocoa if you want. You could also add vanilla protein powder, vanilla almond milk, a little cinnamon. And if you need a sweetener, I would just do a little stevia or monk fruit. Stevia is from a plant. Just do pure stevia leaf, not one with alcohol and all these other additives. I love sweet leaf or monk fruit. which is a superfood. Those are my two favorite sweeteners. And that's a great thing to have before bed, but really doing those kitchen hours, it's a great thing, because how often, especially if you're a nighttime TV watcher, do you just keep getting up and going back into the kitchen and, oh, let me get a snack? And especially if you're very busy, you get home late, you get dinner on the table, putting the kids to bed, doing this, or if it's just you, it doesn't even matter. But if you're nighttime and you come back, or if you go to the gym at night or different things, or you went out that evening and then you come to unwind, often I find that I will get messages where, women in my community will say, and then there's that witching hour and after 8 o'clock, and then I find out I'm still up late and I'm scrolling on my phone, and at 11, and then I want to eat something, and I'm like, just go to bed. Go to bed, which leads me to my next point. Put a Post-it up. When in doubt, go to bed. It's like, when in doubt, nothing good happens at the bar after midnight, or I would say after like 10 o'clock. Am I aging myself completely? Yes. I'm like, peace out at 10. I'm like, it is time for me to go. And by 10, I mean 9, 8:30. Okay. So I want to tell you, nothing good happens. Go to bed. You don't need to. Remember, what did I start off in this video saying? We are animals by nature. We do not need food before we go to bed. All we're doing is sleeping. It's just going to disrupt your hormones, disrupt your sleep. And do you want to know what? When you eat at night, it gets stored directly as fat. Unless you are somebody training for a marathon, or lifting and training for a competition, and lifting and a lot, and working out a lot, your body does not need to be fueled that often. It just does not. You want to give yourself, I want you to think of food as optimal fuel. You are a Porsche. You are not a broken down Toyota. We don't need to give you, we want the highest optimal grade fuel to get you from point A to point B, right? And we don't need to fuel you when you're just going to sit in the garage, right? So that's how I want you to think of it. What am I putting into my body and when? Now, getting back to simple things, again, I'm giving you a lot of nuggets here, but we talked about squats while you're brushing your teeth or saying your affirmations, taking all your meetings while walking. Do your videos, do your meetings standing instead of sitting. Do you know you can burn almost an additional 100 to 200 calories a day, depending on what you're doing, if you did your meetings standing instead of sitting? That is amazing. There you go. That's like another workout. Another great thing to do, and this doesn't need to replace a workout, but just to add in more movement, do a morning walk. I'm talking 10 minutes, an afternoon walk, again 10 minutes, an evening walk, again 10 minutes. That's a combination of 30 minutes. You can do one, you can do all three. It helps with digestion. It helps getting you out in nature. It's going to help with your happiness hormones. It's going to connect you more to your body. You're going to feel more inspired and motivated. You're going to be in a space of positivity. You're going to aid in digestion. And again, you're going to train your body to expect more movement daily. Just like your pet, right? When you take your pet for a walk, it's like, when can we go again? You train them, they're waiting by the door. And when you're like, oh, we don't have time today, bud, or like, oh no, we can only do a quick one today. They're like, wait, when are we going back out? When you train your body to do this and you give it a good 14 days, your body will start to expect this, and you will notice it will love it. And it will foster more positive things. You will be guided to something else that's positive for you to do to take it to the next level. And before you know it, you're going to be sitting there going, what just happened? I've completely transformed my life. I've completely transformed my energy levels. I've completely transformed the way I relate to myself. My positivity has improved. My mood has improved. My sleep has improved. I'm drinking more water. I'm feeling more active. And people are going to say, what are you doing? Are you doing more workouts? How did you drop that weight? What's happening with you? And you're going to go, no, I did these simple things in this great video by Melissa Kathryn. But I'm telling you, this is how easy it can be. This is how easy it can be. And it's huge, and they're little things. And I want you to know getting healthy gets to be fun. Being your best you gets to be fun. It gets to be exciting. It gets to be easy. It does not have to be this overwhelming, I have to change everything about me. We're never gonna get started if it feels that big. Make it easy, get excited about it, show up for you. Okay, I wanna make sure that I got all of these. Okay, and yes, I did. Okay, that makes me really happy. So to conclude today's video, I want to remind you of the power that is you. You get to declare it, you get to decide it, you get to make it easy. Let's take the punishment out of the weight loss game. Let's take the confusion out. Let's take this masochistic dieting extreme world out. Let's just take dieting out in general. I don't know when it started happening in our culture that eating real whole foods is considered being healthy and being on a diet, and eating fast food and food in bags and boxes is considered what the norm is. The norm should be, in truth, eating whole foods. Eating real food, eating food that was given to us by Earth for us to consume. So our body knows what to do with it. That's not being healthy. That's actually truly what we were guided to be and do as humans. The rest has been manufactured and is not going to work as well for you. So in the final thing that I would tell you, if you really want to have these simple things to release weight without working out or being on a diet, I'm going to tell you, just get back to eating real foods. Get back to being human. Get back to eating clean foods closest to their natural state. Crowd out unhealthy foods with healthier foods. Do it in an easy progression that feels good and true for you. And before you know it, you're going to sit there and just not even, you're going to be the healthiest, best version of you. And it's going to be so easy. And you're going to fall in love with being you and with being healthy and feeling vibrant and radiant and being your badass, beautiful self. And that's what it's meant to be. And it doesn't have to take long, and it doesn't need to be hard. And please, you do not need to count all these macros and all the things. Just connect to your body, ask it what it needs, do these simple steps. I want to hear from you in the comments below. Do you have any tips? What tips do you have? Let's add them in. Let's share. What are some simple things that you've done that aren't about being on a diet, or some simple swaps, or just things that you realized that you were doing that made a big difference and impact for you? Let's share below. And I want to also hear, which tip are you going to implement today? What did you get from today's video? And if you like this, then you're going to love this other video that I have for you, which is how to lose weight without dieting. And you can watch that right here. Also, if you jive with me, yes, jive, that's the word that I'm using here today. It is my birthday extravaganza, and I am offering you my Love Your Body, Lose the Weight program for 90% off. This program is my signature program. It's what I was divinely guided to create, that I did, that forever healed me with my relationship with food. And I often will say that I had to divorce food. It was a nasty divorce. We got back together at one point, but it was, or many points, and it was really, I had to realize that the reason I kept yo-yo dieting was I was in a relationship with food, and I was in a lack of one with myself. And I can go extensively into this, as I do in other videos. But if you truly have been what it feels like at battle or at war with your body, and where you feel like you've been on a diet your whole life, you've tried everything, and you're so over it, and you know that the best you is underneath this excess weight, and you're ready to play big in life, you want to show up, and you're done with all the hiding, all the food cravings, and all the starting and stopping, all of it, then this program is for you. Love Your Body, Lose the Weight is not only going to be it's a solution. It's not a diet. And it's like a program you've never tried, and it will work for you. The link is below. We would love to have you. And when you sign up, let me know because I have a special, special bonus surprise. And it includes me. All right, guys, I love you. Have a beautiful and blessed day, and I will see you in the next video. All my love.